Judica, I'm your
Hello.
pilot. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm excited, Judica.
Yeah, awesome. So we are at Roton at the takeoff area. This is Phil, he's gonna go in a minute, waits for wind. This is the view, Matterhorn around the corner. Let's do it.
I'm ready to go.
Awesome.
Hey, it's Mike. We just returned from a 2-week trip to Switzerland. I went paragliding for the first time and it was a blast. I will walk you through what you need to know before you go. The first time you paraglide, you'll need to book a tandem flight, where a professional will show you what it's like.
You hold this, hands on us, just like this.
Okay, like that?
We'll do some pictures once I'm like just trying to get the most out of this journey.
Tandem Paraglide is the perfect way to experience the joy of free flight and see Switzerland from a brand new perspective. With the Pro, all I had to do was enjoy the flight. As you paraglide, you'll be amazed at the distance you cover just by using naturally occurring forms of lifting air known as thermals. It gives you a bird's eye view of Switzerland. In tandem paragliding, you'll be paired and sit in front of the Pro. You'll have a larger paraglide wing, specially designed to support the weight of 2 people and all their equipment. The wing is attached to 2 interconnected harnesses, one of the experienced pilot and another one for you, the passenger.
Hold a little lower. Yeah, that's awesome. Perfect.
Paragliding is subject to good weather. If the wind is too strong, or if it's raining, or if there's no wind at all, your trip will likely be canceled or postponed. The takeoff can be a little scary, but I was told the worst thing you can do is hesitate. You run straight down this hill and you take off. You're at a very high elevation and it takes about 25 minutes to get down to Zermatt. Parasail tends to bob in the wind and you can get a little seasick. I can ride roller coasters without any problems, but for me, I got a little bit nauseous. Not so bad, I felt like I was going to throw up, but just be aware of that, and if you can take some medication beforehand, that should help you. Is you have to be in good enough shape that you can sprint down this hill. For me, it only took about 4 or 5 steps before we became airborne. You don't have to run a long ways, but you do have to be willing to run down the hill. There are many places to paraglide in Switzerland. If you're paragliding in Zermatt, your takeoff point will be Rothorn. Rothorn is at 10,200 feet, and you'll fly to Zermatt, which is at 5,200 feet. To travel from Zermatt to Rothorn, you'll ride a series of 3 separate lifts. You start with the Senega funicular, which is just a 10-minute walk from the Zermatt railway station. The funicular is a cable railway carved in the mountain and takes you quickly up the first leg of the journey. This may sound confusing, but when you get off one lift, you'll see the entrance for the next lift right in front of you. You cannot get lost. When you get off the funicular, you jump on the Splauchar gondola, and when you exit the gondola, you get on this large Rothorn cable car. This may all sound confusing, so it may be easier to meet your tandem pilot at the Fly Zermatt sales office, which is right across from this train station next to the Co-op supermarket. Then you can take the lifts up together. But believe me, once you get on the funicular, you cannot get lost. These 3 lifts are right next to each other. Fly Zermatt charges 240 Swiss francs for paragliding for a 25-minute flight. The price doesn't include the lifts, so I highly recommend you purchase the Zermatt Peak Pass. This allows you to travel on all the Zermatt area lifts during your time in Zermatt. This pass saved us at least $100. On the day of your flight, listen carefully to your tandem guide. You should be able to watch the guide lay out and set up the paraglider. Once they are ready, they will instruct you what to do, how to take off, etc. And when they say run, you run as fast as you can down the hill. Don't jump, you just keep running. Eventually, your feet will be off the ground. Make sure you bring sunglasses and warm clothes. Even on the most beautiful day, remember that temperatures are cooler at higher altitudes and you will feel the wind. Fly Zermatt gave me this stylish one-piece jumpsuit to wear to help with the wind. You'll also want shoes that are really good, as you're going to have to run down the hill to take off, and you don't want sandals or flip-flops, which have a much greater chance of falling off mid-flight. Sandals are a safety hazard for you as well as the people on the ground. One thing I really enjoyed with the Fly Zermatt experience is that we had great views of the Matterhorn and the city of Zermatt. My guide was excellent and she made the entire trip enjoyable. This was my first time paragliding and it was a highlight of our trip to Zermatt. This may go without saying, but if you are afraid of heights, this may not be the adventure for you. I'm not afraid of heights, and even looking straight down kind of freaked me out. I was a bit nervous of the landing as I have an artificial hip. I was concerned that if I landed hard on that leg, I could do some damage. Not to worry, when I signed up for the flight, I was told my guide would take the majority of the impact. She landed on her feet, I stayed in my chair, and then she gently lowered me to my bum. It was all quite easy. Here's another angle, taken of her landing from someone that was on the ground. The landing was very easy and simple, nothing to worry about, and definitely not a hard impact. Thanks for watching, like this video and subscribe to my channel for more adventures.